Good morning or good night, Gacha Kingdom. This one might be a pretty lengthy one, so I hope y'all are ready. Y'all are sat down. It'd be really weird if you were standing up. The only person that's allowed to watch my videos standing up is my dad. Because today's video makes me really wish that I decided to invest all my skill points into art or typing down stories and essays and stuff like that was my forte instead of me sitting in front of a microphone and blabbering to you. So what made me land on this crazy ass, freaky ass line of thinking was about 2 nights ago where I was taking a shower. I was listening to Splatoon music. By the way, if you've never taken a shower while listening to Splatoon music, it might change your life. Anyways, so I was rinsing my hair and I got all the shampoo out of my hair and my brain was like, hey, if you really think about it, the concept of an Orde and a battle royale is not too different. It's just happenstance that a battle royale is like with guns and stuff, but like if you really think about it, an Orde is like basically similar. Instead of guns, it's a different type of gun. People can be knocked out because once they release, they can be knocked out of the battle royale, and then like the winner is the one that has the most endurance, so an Orde and a battle royale is not too different. I had to like double take 3 times, like if I was blowing a bubble. I was like, wait, am I taking a shower with an incubus right now? What the fuck? What kind of headlines? Today's video protagonist is Belle and Cissia, featuring Cissia, and this is taking place right after 2.8. Belle and Cissia are hanging out. Cissia's eating up all the bags of chips while Belle's watching TV or some shit. That's when Belle gets a text from the one and only nangong of the Angels of Delusion. Oh my god, we are so bad gamers. Hey manager, so like I was talking with Aria and Cissia, and they both said that they've never watched Dawnzilla plus 10 inches, and I was like, dude, that's like the best Dawnzilla movie. And we were kind of bummed because they haven't released it yet, but Z Kids just put it back into theaters. So I was wondering if you were free tonight to go watch Dawnzilla with us. Belle gets up. Oh hell yeah, I'm hella down to go watch Dawnzilla. And Cissia's like, whoa, what? You're gonna watch Dawnzilla plus 10 inches? Oh my god. So like I totally saved your life back in 2.7, 2.8, and like I may have like totally ate like your monthly supply of snacks and everything, but like, oh, how about you take me with you? Okay, you're lucky that I'm a Galaxy Cinema member, top member, something. I forgot what the in-lore top membership we are right now, but you're lucky that I got 1 billion reward points so that we can constantly get free tickets and stuff like that. And Belle opens up the app and it's at zip, and Belle's like, what? Like, I haven't even seen the movies recently. I have not been in there recently. I've just been kicking ass and stuff like that. Who's been using all my points? And then she goes through the history and she's like, what the fuck? I've not seen any of these movies yet. Okay, well, I have seen the boots and the but I haven't seen any of these movies recently. Oh, his ass is gross.
Later.
It's like 1 a.m. and Belle comes back to random play. Belle throws open the HDD room's door open and Bang Boo 6 flies across the room. Wise is sitting on the couch and watches Bang Boo 6 fly across the room. Go, whoa, Belle, are you okay? Like, did something happen? And Belle's like, you know exactly what happened. You used up all 1 million reward points at Gravity Cinema to watch movies with somebody else. I would be okay if you did it like once and twice, like at least let me know like all the time and stuff like that, but you didn't. I was working my ass off these past few months and I haven't been able to use up any of my points, and you used them all. Who the hell were you even watching it with? They were all the transactions are redeemed as 2 tickets. Who the hell were you watching it with? And Wise is like sitting there looking like the monkey. Oh, Fairy, I'm gonna need you to keep watch of the front room, and Eos, I'm gonna gonna need you to close that HDD door because I'm about to send this dude to the fucking shadow realm.
The next day.
It's the late evening, and thanks to Cissia and mostly Severian's help, we were able to rent out the entirety of Reverberina because we're about to have new Erdu's very first gay battle royale. I'm looking at the picture that Zenless Zone Zero Wiki has of this area, and I'm going to assume this area right here is a stage. So let's just say that Belle and Cissia are standing right here, and then they have their prize on like the first flight of stairs up, and in front of Belle and Cissia in the audience area over here, we have our participants. Due to this being so last minute, Von Lycan couldn't be here because he's still helping Rain finishing out a few hollow missions. And Anton and Ben are busy tonight. So I don't know what they're doing, but they couldn't be here. And even though everyone here is consenting to this quote battle royale, we couldn't let Seth and Panyan who that we were doing this because it feels illegal. So tonight we are joined with Harumasa, Banyue, Billy, Hugo, Manato, and Lighter. All 6 of you had read my text, and I am so happy that you could be here today because today I'm getting revenge on my stupid ass older brother Wise. Now you may be asking where he is right now. Well, Cissia slithers up the stairs and she's like, oh my god, what's the coincidence that Wise is under this red sheet? And it's Wise, and he's tied down Japanese red rope style to a chair, and he's just in his boxers. He's duct taped mouth, and he's like, oh my god, there's 6 men and they're all looking at me feral. It comes back to Belle. Wow, what a great prize. Am I right, guys? The prize of this battle royale is my brother tied up to the chair, and you get to take him home and you can do whatever you want with him. Just bring him back at noon tomorrow, please, okay? I still need him. Now that we know what this battle royale is for, let me tell you guys what the rules of this quote battle royale is. You can't actually knock somebody out physically. If you do, you are going to be disqualified along with the person that you knocked out because more than likely they won't be able to get back up. To actually knock somebody out of this battle royale, you have to make your opponent release, and you can use whatever you want. You can use your clothes, you can use your hands, you can use your body, you can use your strong, you can use your buns. I don't really care as long as your opponent release. If your opponent releases, well, that your opponent is out. Cissia slithers down and stands right next to Belle. Oh, and I'm going to be the referee, guys, so do not get anything on me, okay? If you do, you will also be disqualified. Well, I mean, I guess if you are the one releasing, then you're already knocked out. Please, Reverberina doesn't have a shower, and the closest thing is the ocean. I don't know how to swim. Please do not get anything on me. Hugo raises up his hand. I know that you rented out the entirety of Reverberina, Belle, but what about everybody else on Port Elpis? Wouldn't it get a bit rowdy and people might come to the entrance and ask what we're doing here? Oh, we're all fine here, Hugo. I have the Angels of Delusion as our bodyguards outside. It cuts to the Angels of Delusion, and Nangong and Sunna are chasing after the seagull because the seagull stole their burger and fries, while Aria's panicking, not knowing what to do because she wants to help them, but also because she has to protect the entrance. Back to Belle. Cissia, are you mentally prepared? You wanted to see some Gex, so I hope you're ready because these guys are about to go at it. Alright, the new Erdu gay quote battle royale can now begin! Yo, finally, after 30 pages of fluff, we finally get to the good stuff. And the next page is Harumasa jumping over a fence and hiding because Harumasa's strategy is to let everybody else knock each other out until there is one other person, and then Harumasa can swoop in and snipe them out, and then he can win. In the background of the panel, Harumasa is standing and telling about his strategy. The next page is now Hugo full on naked naked. Cissia is doing backflips and going awooga because this is the first time she's ever seen a twink be naked. Lighter, being the not so straight shooter that he is, looks at Hugo and he's like, oh, you want to play that game? Then I can be even with you too. And swoosh, all of his clothes go off and Belle and Cissia are cheering, yeah, that's our champion! Get his ass! Get his ass! Meanwhile, Manato and Banyue are sizing each other up, and Banyue is complimenting that Manato has somehow gotten bigger since the last time that they've sparred with each other. And then Billy does some like leapfrog ass shit, jumps over Banyue, lands right in the middle of them. You have red bandages, I have red bandages. Let's see which one of us have the better red bandages. Banyue puts a hand on Billy's shoulder and like warns him that Manato is no joke. This man not only has a big ass sword, but he has a big ass sword that he can actually use in this battle royale. And then Billy like quivers and like, I didn't know your game was like that. And then Manato's like, well, I don't need to stoop to that level. I can use another asset of mine that I know that can knock you out. And he turns around and he starts going ham onto Billy's pants, a la like some 2000s music video style. We cut back to Hugo and Lighter, and they're also sizing each other up in a different type of way that starts with F with 2 T's and an H at the end. Lighter eggs on Hugo, saying that the last time they've done something like this, Hugo only lasted about like 5 minutes. But hey, it's been like definitely more than 5 minutes, or at least it definitely feels like it. And that pushes Hugo over the edge, and then he shoves Lighter onto the ground, and then he starts absolutely going to 0 to 60 on this man. And while this non-cream filled Twinkie that's currently riding him at 60 miles an hour does feel amazing, and Lighter's constantly thought about the opportunity where he can fill this man up might actually be coming soon. He knows in the back of his mind that there is somebody else's buns that's even better than this non-filled Twinkie. To make sure that, still empty, he decides to go for broke and to accelerate past 60 miles an hour into 90 miles an hour into this man. And it pays off because, well, Hugo cannot take that kind of assault. And he releases all onto Lighter, and Cissia is going crazy. Oh my holy shit, oh my god. Hold on, Cissia. But Billy is right in between 2 hunking giants right now. Train position in between Manato and Banyue. It seems that this man is sweating and struggling. This rightfully worrying him because he might get knocked out of the competition. Goes for a Hail Mary move and goes from Billy to Silly. To the jump scare of Manato and Banyue, Silly not only got upgrades to all of his actual weapons, but his front side and back side too were now secretly upgraded. Don't tell Nicole. Now Manato and even Banyue, the person that is the super duper top of all tops, were starting to break a sweat. But luckily, the champion is now here to help us. Lighter walks up to this absolute train wreck that's currently happening right now, and he says some cheesy shit like, oh, does the previous champion need help from the current champion now? He starts kissing Silly, and he decides to target Manato. I don't know why everyone's targeting this man. I guess that's just because he's such a big, like, beef. Honestly, I don't blame him. While making out with Billy sloppy style, Lighter uses his foot to make sure that Manato's weapon is constantly rubbing up against the floor every single time that this absolute train wreck is going forwards and backwards and forwards. And with the overstimulation of what the fuck was going on, Manato releases and he's officially knocked out of the battle royale in 5th place. While the train is starting to unbuckle, Harumasa Harumasa gets this humongous brain idea. Because Belle and Cissia are so infatuated with the current going-ons of what is happening right now, he could secretly go up onto the stage, go up the flight of stairs, and he can release Wise. And if he did, him and Wise can just leave the arena before anybody can notice. He decides to enact on this plan. He goes up onto the stage, he starts going up the stairs, and then boom, Cissia jump scare. So, Mr. Investigator, are you an investigator? Anyways, Mr. Hand 6, what do you think you're doing trying to go up and touch our prize right here? Harumasa scratching his head, starting to sweat a little bit. Oh, I was just trying to see if that was really wise or not, because, you know, there's a lot of gray hair, pinkish kind of guys around in New Eridu, so I wanted to make sure that was really wise or not. I don't know, that sounds kind of suspicious to me. Besides, you still have your pants on. Manato still has all of his clothes on except for his pants. He literally shot into his jockwear, and you're still wearing pants. It seems like you were up to something. That's when Harumasa tries to undercut to Cissia. Well, if you let me by and mess around with Wise, then I won't report what's happening to Severian. And Cissia's like, Severian? Oh my god! Oh no, I can't let you do that. Take this. Cissia like uses her tail, whip lashes Harumasa, and like throws him across into the arena. And then a la like when Wise ran into Manato, Harumasa is like thrown right face first into Banyue's chest. Banyue, Belle, and Cissia are all standing over Harumasa, and Harumasa is knocked out. And Cissia is up to Belle and up to Banyue like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't know what to do. Harumasa was up on the staircase. I think he was going to release Wise and run out of here and stuff like that. And then like he was going to report me to Severian. Oh my god, I didn't know. It was like reflex my tail. I was like, what shit, it happened so fast. I didn't know. It was like a blink of an eye, and then all of a sudden he's out. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Banyue puts his hand onto Cissia's shoulder. It's okay, I'll take him outside, and it seems like he needed the rest anyways, so I'll be by his side and we can just hang out with the angels of delusion, which leaves Silly and Lighter. Lighter standing there hard, Silly standing there hard, and they're looking at each other, and Belle and Cissia are like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, who do you think is gonna win this? Right here we can do like a story intermission of how both of them have grown ever since the Caledon days. And oh, you know, you were always so strong, Lighter. And Lighter was like, oh no, Billy, like you were like the strongest back then, and I thought you mellowed out when you joined the Cunning Hares. And with all the Starlight Night stuff, it seems that like you in the friendship with your proxy and stuff like that really has made you like grow stronger. I didn't know that. Billy's like, well, I think the same goes to you. You know, you were like level 10 energy all the time, but you didn't know how to handle all that stuff. But now it seems like you can with your proxy and the Sons of Caledon, and you know, Wise up there and blah blah blah. And then Belle and Cissia are like sniffling onions, and they're like, oh, it's so sweet. But this is still a research oriented AO3 Wattpad audio dojin video essay, whatever it is. We need a winner. So Lighter and Billy close the distance, and Billy says some shit like, oh, can we continue where we left off from the train? And Lighter says absolutely, and they start going absolutely sloppy style kissing. Now with them both equally at 100%, Lighter offers Billy the first move, and Billy decides to go for the T-bone steak, jackhammer onto the ground, Anton jackhammer style. Silly is absolutely going into this man, and Lighter is taking it like a champ because he is the champion. Cissia is shaking Belle. Oh my god, is he actually gonna win this? Oh my god, Silly, that's my boy right there. Still getting shaken by Cissia, wait, I think Lighter has something up his sleeve still. Look, Lighter's like, oh, well, now it's my move, while still like absolutely getting railed by this man. It somehow does like a maneuver to flop over Billy, and Billy is now on the ground, and Lighter is kneeling at him, and then Lighter is able to go inside Billy. Whoa, Lighter has the upper hand now, but he was still recovering from Silly's assault like literally 5 seconds ago. And if Lighter kept up with this pace, there's a more than likability that he might release. And if Silly got into the dominant position, well, he is definitely done for. So as he holds out, he still thinks about his winning prize. All of this is for Wise's sake, because he knows that even though Silly and Hugo had amazing buns, none of them compared to the absolute gray housewife that was currently absolute sobbing over the fact that well, this was about to be him in about any minute now. While taking Lighter's full frontal attack, Billy is egging him on, hopefully making him speed up so that he can knock himself out into Billy so that Billy can win. But Lighter, the goat that he is, he stayed determined, even if it felt like the longest edging session to ever exist ever. He was going to be triumphant over Silly, no matter what, even though he was getting really close. But then, Lighter exits Billy and crawls to make some distance between himself and Billy. As Billy was gonna get up and say, hey, what's wrong? Crash from the roof, and it's Ambi, Nangong, and a seagull. Flashback panel to about 10 minutes ago when the Angels of Delusion were eating burgers and fries, and then Nangong and Sunna's burgers and fries got taken by a seagull, and they were chasing a seagull, and Aria was panicking. Well, after Hugo cleaned himself up, got dressed, and left, he ran into Aria, and Aria's like, oh my god, can you please stand here and I can help them get their burgers and fries back? And Hugo's like, yeah, sure, yeah, why not? I don't really care. The Angel's Delusion, chase around the seagull, and then Aria was like, wait, I have the perfect person that can get this burger for us. Aria calls up Ambi. Ambi shows up in like a blink of a second because obviously this is a dire situation. We have to save this burger from the seagull. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how we are here. Ambi's still standing on Billy's chest, and she's holding Nangong Yu bridal style burger in mouth. Nangong gets off, and she's like, oh my god, oh thanks, with Nangong holding the seagull in one hand and holding Sunna's fries in the other hand. Ambi takes the burger out of her mouth, and she's like, oh, no problem, anything to save a burger and tail. And then she looks around her surroundings, and she's like, oh, what's up, Lighter? Oh, why are you naked? Oh, Billy's here too, and Billy's knocked out. Oh, what the fuck? Why are you naked too? Belle and Cissia are standing there like, oh god. This is this one's gonna be a tough one to explain to Severian.
Later.
We are now at the closing ceremony, and Belle's like, congratulations to Lighter. The Lighter-wise propaganda will still continue to prosper because he is our champion of the very first new Erdo Gay Battle Royale, and everyone cheers. Woohoo! Yippee! Lighter goes up the stairs and meets Belle, handshakes Belle, and Belle's like, wow, I really thought that Silly had that one for a second there, but I guess your love for my brother here is knows no bounds, so congratulations, and you can have your way with him. You can break him in two if you want. I don't really care. I just want him back at random play at noon, okay? Lighter takes Wise, still tied up in the chair, duct tape mouth by the way, throws him over his shoulder, and Lighter goes, oh, don't worry, Proxy, I'll take care of your brother, and I will make sure he's broken in two. And the final panel is Wise, still duct tape in mouth. What do you mean broken in two? And it says to be continued at the end. And that's it. Thank you for sitting through this entire big ass video. I'm currently sitting at 30 minutes of raw audio, so this video is probably 20 something minutes long. So thank you so much. And if you got some freaky homies, besties, oomphs, whoever, let them know, share this video to them. I greatly appreciate that. I don't often say that, but I just know this one's going to be one hell of a video. I'm going to have to edit it down. And if you're an artist and you get inspired to draw some of this, hit me up. And Belle, I think next time, if we do have a second battle royale for whatever reason, we need more men. We need to make sure that Anton, Ben, and Von Lyken are free, for the second coming battle royale, whatever. And I would say, okay, I think we could get away with inviting Yinhu, but I still don't think we can get away with inviting Seth.